There are moments where we used to go, like during school times, maybe some friend of yours comes in class, but maybe they forgot to brush or something like that, and you just can't mention it, but you feel uncomfortable. But
No.
I don't know how you get on.
Yeah, but that's self-border with the 500.
500. Why are you adding 500 to the amount?
Okay.
Tell me it's 13,000.
That guys is just something.
Tell me it's 13,000. Like for us, 12,500.
They do that all the time, the 500s. I do not have 500.
I don't have
4,500. Just round up and make it 5,000.
We'll make it 4K. Round down.
We just go. What belief do you hold strongly that most people disagree with?
Think people should be allowed to do what they want. So today morning, as I was coming to the city with my parents, so what they were talking about a lady that passed recently.
Hey, yo, what's up, world? What's up, Uganda, Kampala, Western Africa, everywhere around the globe? It's Lennon Bar Claudia Morgan again with a new show around the globe. We call, as I was saying, it's a new show around town. Hope you love it. We are talking about basically about anything, everything, Gen Zs, millennials, people, real life occasions, and everything. And like I said, it's your host, Morgan, and I'm with my co-hosts. On my left, I have Mariam, I have Nancy, and I have Maddie. And yeah, basically, Mariam, like, tell us, how would people describe you?
I think people would describe me as happy.
Happy.
Yeah, happy, adventurous. Yeah.
Yeah, so you like to adventure. Basically, those are your hobbies or something like that.
It's like two words you can use to describe me.
Happy and adventurous.
Yeah.
Nancy.
Okay, it's a very interesting question.
And what do you like being called? You know, when you say, have something there.
Oh well, yeah. I think amongst my clique, people call me City, like Kampala City. So
Wait, your nickname is Kampala City?
No, like you see how like the city, Kampala City. So instead of them calling me Nancy, people just cut it short to City, Nancity.
Oh,
yeah, that's how they get to call.
That's
It is a fun name. I think you should actually just pick up on that.
And how would people describe you?
People would describe me as creative. Yeah. I think yeah.
All right. Money.
I think people would describe me as passionate. Just
Yeah, look now. Anyway, yeah, so basically, yeah, yes, that's it. And we shall be right back in a few. What's one thing people always get wrong about you? Like,
one thing people always get wrong. Number one, if I'm not wearing this, people think I'm not Muslim.
they think you're bad.
I am a baddie. Let's go. Yeah, once a baddie, always a baddie.
Yeah.
But like when people's outside, because rarely do I not have this on. So when people outside see me without it, they never think I'm Muslim until I tell them or they hear my name.
Yeah, actually, I think that happens to the best of us. You know, like people usually judge you from appearance.
Just your appearance. Yeah.
First appearance, first impression.
Yeah.
But are there days whereby you can actually move with it when it's off?
Yeah.
Honestly, I actually thought most of the time you have to be having games like 24/7, and I would be like, okay, the sun is hot. No,
it's a whole thing. If we go into that, we wouldn't finish. It's a whole thing of like religion and culture, and so I'm one of the lucky people who can choose when to wear it and when not to wear it. In some countries and societies, women don't have a choice; they have to wear it. So that's one of the things people get wrong about me, and then people also think I'm naive or innocent because I think I have a innocent face.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Wait.
Morgan has always had an issue with you. I don't know why.
Okay.
But
about the dressing thing.
Yeah.
You know, like you're saying in some countries, you know, yeah, that's true. Like it's a must. Like a lady cannot step out minus wearing all of that or something like that. But then, like I went to a Muslim school, and okay, there's a way like it gets into you and you no longer feel confident whenever you
don't have it.
you don't
all.
have it.
Yeah.
Like we were with these girls like from form 1 to form 4. You've never seen her head or her ears, you know?
Yeah.
And she has had it all the time. And when the time came, you know, when you were doing your name and you have to put it off. And when that time came, like some were even crying. They're like, they don't want to expose themselves. Can they allow us to do
To keep covered.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I get that whole point. And yeah, switching it to Nancy.
I think one thing that people always get wrong about me is tough. I think it's just my resting face, honestly.
Yeah, you do. You have a tough demeanor.
Yes, I have a tough resting face.
Yeah, my first impression to you was the sensor.
Yeah, it looks on your face. I
wouldn't judge anyone for that. Like, yeah, basically, yeah.
Yes, but then I always urge people like, talk to me, you'll get to know.
You're actually
You'll
really
get to-
sweet.
Yes, I'm actually just a very nice person.
Yeah, and it's always like that, you know?
Okay. After Maddie, I'm the humblest in this team, guys. The amazing four, I'm the humblest. Because these two, it's a no go zone. These two can manage each other.
I think Mariam is humble.
Mm.
Yeah,
He's lying.
That's maybe humble. Yeah.
But you guys, okay, mine, it's the resting face, but let's hear from Maddie. Because I would always look at Maddie and I'm like, she gives, like the first impression she gave me was she's just so quiet. And I think we have seen that. It wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
I would say two things people always get wrong about me.
Mhm.
One is my music taste. I think people are always thrown off when they find out what I actually listen.
And that is
Rap, like a
Really?
Yeah, exactly. That's always the reaction.
That's shocking, actually.
yeah.
And then I'm like really into Kanye West, and they're like, wow, I just did not expect that from you. So that's one thing people always get wrong about me. And two is that I'm quiet. I'm not quiet. I'm just, let me say, selective.
Yeah,
My
okay.
word. True. Yeah. So those are two things people get wrong.
But then being selective makes you quiet. Like something
No, I'm
like
not
you
quiet.
know, like being free with people you know, and then being free like on a whole bunch of unintermittent societies. That's what makes you quiet. You find someone that when they're at home, they're always like loud and all, but when they come to school or somewhere in an open society, they're always on the low because they're not used to the people around there. So that's what we call quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't identify as quiet.
She doesn't
Identify.
identify.
Identify with that one.
Those, those stuff.
She doesn't identify.
Those terms usually work with gender.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean, eh? Yeah.
What about you? You're hearing from us.
Yeah, you tell us.
Actually,
What's one thing people always get wrong about you, Morgan?
okay, one thing people get wrong about me, I always think maybe some
Show off.
that's one. They think I'm a chauffeur. They think I'm a player. They think I'm a boys girl, like guy who like plays around with women. But that's
But are you?
Are you? Is
no,
that
I'm
you?
not. No, I'm not actually. I'm not all of that. Though I love women, but I don't play around.
You love, that's shocking.
Oh wow.
It's very surprising.
No, I know where you want to go, but don't be triggered.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I won't. I love like. Anyway,
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
where would we be without women?
Mhm.
Like where would we be?
Okay.
Women, we love you all. Like we all. Yeah. Then, what's something small? Like, Maddie, what's something small that annoys you way too much? Let me start.
Yeah.
Something small that annoys me is I've come out like I've really like dressed up well and all, have my white Air Force, and a dude just comes and steps on it,
That's
trips on
not
it,
small.
and
That's not small.
and some people just feel like it's no more. Like
That's small.
they just go on and move.
Like you've killed my whole dream.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's not small.
My dream.
Thinking about it, like Yeah, so
Imagine.
to me, that's it.
Imagine him telling himself in the mirror, like, I am confident. I am, and then someone steps on your shoes, and all of that goes.
Okay, what do you feel about it? Like, is it me?
Small. It's not something small.
No, it's not just you.
I don't think
you're
it's
not
something
crazy.
small.
Yeah.
You're not crazy for feeling that way. Because honestly, you've ruined my whole dream. My whole day is gone.
I feel like actually I feel like I would just go back inside.
Have you guys?
What do you mean?
Have you guys popped on a judge and then this guy, after popping, then he has to kick? Oh God!
Kicks you. Oh my god. Oh my God.
Actually, it happened to me once, and I was like, I'm not going. And I had to go back home
And change.
No, genuinely kills the whole vibe.
yeah. So
Yeah.
to me, that's my.
Oh my.
How about you, Nancy? What's one small thing that annoys?
Me, a small thing that annoys me. I don't think even it's small. It may sound just like what Morgan said, but guys, when you're eating and it makes that sound.
Oh.
Oh, you mean you can hear someone chew?
Oh God!
Oh
damn.
my god.
Please.
What?
Or you're swallowing and it gives sound.
But people don't do that. I've not grown in African homes.
No.
But I feel like
I would
it's out of
just
someone's
like to-
control sometimes.
I would just like to ask, is it a medical condition, guys?
No.
Etiquette.
Madness.
It's
Just-
I know it's out of some people. It's actually genuinely out of their control. Like they don't even realize it until someone says you're chewing too loud.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like they have grown outside African homes. I grew up with my jaja. You eat like that? Oh jeez.
Maggie, what do you have to say about that? Because I feel like there's something you're thinking about.
I just feel like human beings are too far removed from their animalistic nature. Because a human being is an animal, and animals
Yeah.
make noise when they eat.
Yeah.
So people suppress themselves so much to the point that we started being really irritated by our human nature. Someone making noise when they eat doesn't really bother me. Not true.
Oh,
Just see it
like
as
you're holding on
human.
your phone.
Not that,
No.
but
I mean,
okay. Like, yeah, sometimes I would see that you are actually enjoying the food, and as Mariam said, sometimes you even don't
Yeah, you
notice
don't
that it's
notice.
actually happening.
most people do that.
But-
That is all the time.
But I don't know, but I'm so sensitive like to certain sounds. So I would be like,
I get
sound
that.
is, yeah.
But
How do you call it?
would
Give
you
the
mention
cringe?
those? Would you mention it? Like if someone was doing it like beside you, like
I mean, my sister does that, so I'd be like,
no, I'm like, so,
hey.
I'm like maybe in a public space, maybe some function or what, and someone you say there's someone that doing that. Would you tell
No,
them?
now the best part about it is that if it's like in a public place, I wouldn't actually say anything. Like I would just,
Suppress.
yes, because it wouldn't look nice. Like we're in public and I'm telling you, please don't.
Yeah.
No, that isn't
But some things
nice.
you have to
Wherever
talk
you are,
about.
please don't do it.
Yeah.
As you go for the date with your Valentine, and he or she is chewing like that.
Is that
Please.
like a
Hold
non-negotiable
it
for
in.
you if you go on a first date and your date is like chewing so loud? Like that's the last time you'll ever see them.
I think that's a red flag.
Yeah. What?
What?
It's not a red
Now
flag.
we're using
A red flag.
We're using the word loosely.
Yeah.
Red flag.
I don't. It's not a red flag for me. But then I wouldn't even tell you there. Like, let us just enjoy the moment. When now we are in our own fun, I will tell you. This chewing.
I'm related.
What if they are red things? I know that it's the same thing. You
No,
know,
it's not.
No, it's not. Those are two different things.
there are moments where we used to go like during school times, maybe some friend of yours comes in class, but maybe they forgot to brush or something like that, and you just can't mention it, but you feel uncomfortable. But
No, me, I slide you mint.
wait, if your friend
I just give it.
would
Yes.
would you tell them like
I wouldn't tell you, but my actions will show. I'll just pick the pique from my bag and just give it to you, and you'd think I'm just offering it to you, but we are helping each
You
other.
guys are tough.
It's nice.
I think it depends on the
Like, it's
relationship
just
I share with
yeah,
someone.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the
Yeah.
right approach about that? Like, maybe your friend comes and they're like, because I've tried, but you can't tell them. Like,
It's like genuinely and coming from someone like me, because I'm a very honest person. Like I'm actually very, very honest. I just keep quiet, but sometimes I blurt out things without even realizing.
Mhm.
But when it comes to the issue of like bad breath, it's such a sensitive topic. I've never actually gotten the right way to say it. Like you're so scared because it's such a sensitive thing.
Yeah.
And we have to
Could really
we have
friendship
to
for
yeah, we have to
Oh,
share like
yeah,
a certain bond for me to be able to tell you like, did you brush today?
Man,
You know?
I'm telling you,
Wait,
just pick your pick, eat one, give the other
Yeah,
person.
wait.
And then they would see
I
and they'd
think
be
that's
like,
the right
Imagine your friend telling you didn't brush today.
No, I think Nancy's
Like,
approach is the right approach without
Yeah.
hurting someone's
Yeah.
It's a very
feelings.
kind of
Especially if you take the mint
So
first.
you said,
yes.
Yeah.
When you take the meat first.
so when you realize that, you go and buy a meat in case you don't have meat. So you go and buy it.
You should always have a mint one.
Yes.
For you as well.
Yes.
Because everyone's breath stinks at some.
Not mine.
we need to ask the
Have you had the silence we had for
No,
just
Oh, God.
very loud.
It's not that, but they're just saying.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I know.
How about you, Maddie? What's one small thing that annoys you?
When people are in public and they watch videos on the loudest
Oh my God.
sound setting of
That
their
is
phone, I
so
hate
real.
that. I really
Like,
hate
why? Do you not have earphones?
that. I don't
or
like it at all.
Happens in taxis.
That's it's so much to be honest. Places. Like we're in a public shared space. Can you consider that we're in a public shared
Public
space?
transport has no job.
Not by public transport. Oh my God! Like there was a week. I think last week I used a taxi, and you guys, I was so overstimulated. Like the driver was playing. This, do you know that music of Suna Ben? That time of music, he was playing it loudly, like blowing the speakers. I was like, oh my God, should I just get out and get another taxi? Should I, like, it was so inconveniencing.
How about these guys that walk on the road and they are playing?
The speaker, like SIM cards.
No, it's like it's a phone.
And
the only one is
Yes, and
like
music is.
it's
I would
very
move classy and be like,
not everyone can afford phones.
No, but I find that really good. Because
It
not
is.
everyone wants to know.
what type
What
of
you
music
got going on, like-
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah, anyway, yeah, I wouldn't do that, but then you have to give it the benefit of the doubt. Like some people are just, earpods are expensive.
Morgan, whatever the case, you think consider it.
like God did that in your personal space.
There are some things that do not apply in social spaces that you should
Anyway,
not do. Yeah. It doesn't matter. If you cannot afford
that.
earphones, wait till you get to a place where you don't have to inconvenience other
I
people.
also did that.
So-
Like, I hate it.
I really don't like you.
but as I was saying, guys, wherever you are, you can, get to comment all these things as you get to, view the episode and tell us what annoys you. I would just love to know. Maybe someone doesn't like when the judge guy is telling you a story on the judge, but
that's not something small. That's something small.
Yeah, you're saying something small.
Yeah.
So maybe for the big one.
So for me, I think I
No,
got to
because,
say mine. I think something most people would consider it small, but I don't know if it's small. You know, as Ugandans, we've been so accustomed to poor time management and people lying to you over the phone that it's now a small thing. But something that annoys me so much is when I call the judge guy. Actually, it's so crazy you mentioned judge guys. When I call my judge guy and I'm like, oh, Liwa, and he tells me, Liwa, no, I'm here, 2 minutes. And then he's like 30 minutes away.
oh my God.
And I have to wait. And he could have just told me.
So you're these kind of people that have a specific judge K, like.
Yeah, I normally
that one
have.
guy.
Yeah, I normally have one specific judge guy if I'm traveling.
These disadvantages that come with that. So.
Yeah. And also not just Ugandans in general lying to you about where they are. I'm here. Kumbe, they're still in the shower.
I don't blame those guys because Awala said, you get it? Like he has taken someone maybe to town.
But he would have told me the truth.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth.
If he tells you the truth, you're going to get another judge.
Yeah.
And that's
Maybe-
fine.
By the
Yeah.
way, when you take long, I would actually still get another person who will
Exactly.
take me.
So you may as well just tell me because I will get another judge anyway.
But sometimes you're just reasoning with your judge guy. You say, man, go and make that money. Let me just get another person. When I'm coming back, you come and pick me.
Yeah, but you're grateful for judges. I don't know why you're gonna open without judges.
Yeah, but that's self-border with the 500.
500.
Okay.
Why are you adding 500 to the amount?
Guys,
Tell me
our
it's
experience with
13,000.
judge guys is just something.
Tell me it's 13,000. Like, for us, 12,500.
They do that all the time, the 500s. I
Wait,
do not have 500.
I don't have.
Yeah.
These days I work with my coins. When you hear Samka sound,
But
just dance to it. These are my coins.
I just blame the app guys. If the distance is saying 4,500, just round off and make it 5,000.
Now make it 4K. Round down.
We just go.
Oh god damn.
So, but for the most interesting part is us, you guys getting to know exactly what we think about very different topics, what we get to know. And I have a very exciting question, and I just can't wait to hear what people are actually going to say about this. If you have like an interesting answer to this, please. No one you can just put it as an anonymous answer.
Hit me first. Hit.
What belief do you hold strongly the most that people disagree with? Mm-hmm.
This is
say
a
you're
really
going to
tricky
go.
one. It's a really tricky
I
one.
say, what belief do you?
What belief do you hold strongly that most people disagree with?
I think people.
Everyone is thinking about their lives. What happened in your life? What is that?
I think. Can I say?
Yeah.
I think people should be allowed to do what they want to do, and I know that's a very generic thing to say, but let me put it this way. So today morning, as I was coming to the city with my parents, so what they were talking about a lady that passed recently, and apparently her family was not aware of her sexual orientation. So on her passing, as they were doing burial arrangements, someone like a whole group of people come with a lady, and they're like, "This is her wife." But she was a lesbian during her life.
Here in Uganda.
Here in Uganda, yeah. She was a lesbian during the life that she lived, and she had 2 adopted daughters with her wife, and yeah, all these things. And we all know the topic of LGBTQ is a very sensitive one in the Ugandan community.
Yeah.
But for me, it's how the people in the car, like my parents, were reacting, and my dad kept on saying, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Mind you, he doesn't even know her. She didn't know him. You're disappointed in her as well.
Yes, but from the African perspective, as long as it goes towards that line of
LGBT. Yeah, the African parent perspective, I understand. Of course, it's going to be like, oh my god, like this world is the immorality is at an all-time high.
Yeah, my perspective also not the parent of women, like.
Yeah, but for me, I think for me it just goes back, and this is coming from me as a Muslim, and not just as a Muslim, but someone who, we exist in a society where people's choices have been policed for a very long time. But also, I subscribe to a religion that is strongly against homosexuality. But I will say though, from a personal standpoint, I really think as long as someone is not harming you, they should be allowed to do it. Like, not the fact that we're even having this conversation that someone should be allowed.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay to do like to insecrate, like no, like literally. If you found like 2 guys, like smooching, like when they're like,
it's a very sensitive thing.
You'll get the picture, right? Like 2 guys.
I'm not homophobic, so I don't.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Morgan. This is enemy territory once again for you.
I don't even know. Anyway, I'm just not into that.
I know it's a very sensitive
I just
topic,
don't feel that.
But as long as they're not harming anyone.
You mean it's okay to find dudes?
I mean, to each their own. Really.
Yeah.
They should get a room, hide them.
So that means people in heteronormative relationships should also get a room.
Yeah, don't hold hands with your girlfriend.
Yeah, it's making me uncomfortable. It's reminding me that I'm single.
Private.
Yeah.
So that's your belief, yeah?
Like I said, people should be allowed to do what they want as long as it does not harm others.
Why do you look? He looks like he wants to bust
No.
with something he wants to say.
Why are you reading me? Oh God, yeah.
But I want to hear what for you you're going to say, because you always have so many things to say. But what's your answer to this?
No, actually, I'm still thinking about that. Like, it's all random.
Oh my God, most guys.
Nothing is coming to mind.
It's a bit of a tricky question.
Yeah,
You have to start thinking about it. Meanwhile, guys, just be adding your comments on what you think about the question. And
Mike, do you get any?
Yeah, I have mine. Like I had mine locked and ready to go.
Wow, standard.
I don't think everyone should have children. That's my belief. It's not you don't have to have
It's not
kids.
an obligation.
Yeah, to tick a box and be like, just like I have to drink water and have food, I must have kids at some point in my life. I don't think everyone is suited for parenting. Not everyone should have children, and I think a lot of adults are proof that their parents shouldn't have had them. They didn't do a good job.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my belief. I think, and also what ties into that and why I feel so strongly about it, when people come out, especially women, and say that they don't have any desire to be mothers at any point in their lives, people take it so personally. Like they're
Yeah.
personally offended. Like, how dare you? How dare it's me?
How could you
It's
have
my
a
life.
uterus and not want to have a child?
It's literally my life.
Yeah.
And when I have
Yeah.
that child, it's my responsibility. So if I say I don't want one,
Exactly.
it's my right. So yeah, that's my
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But then from the religious perspective, God said,
not everyone is religious. Not everyone is
I
religious.
get it.
Not everyone subscribes.
I don't think even not that,
Okay.
because yes, God said go out and multiply and fill the earth. Yes, but then God also gave us free will. So you
Okay.
have you can decide. You can be like, okay, I don't want to have
Not
kids.
having kids is like denying your parents of grandchildren.
No,
You
no,
know,
no.
What if someone doesn't have parents?
Like-
What if someone doesn't have parents?
Uh-huh.
No, that's
So what are you
okay.
going
That's
to
a
do?
different case scenario. We can, go into that in detail. But what if you have your parents and they're like they want a grandchild? Okay, you guys, I get your perspective. All of you, you're still, I don't know, early 20s. You're still young. But me, I've been
Wow.
there.
Interesting.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm mid-20s.
Yeah, whatever. You're
So
young,
now that you're
and
in your
not-
40s and you've seen it and you've grown
I
up.
would not have grandchildren around me. Like I can't put,
That's your age that you've reached to really want grandkids.
These are enough kids and grandkids.
I would say people have different experiences of life. You get to grow up. Maybe when you were a kid, you had your small, teddy bear and act, oh, this is my child, this is blah, blah, blah. But then when you get to grow, maybe you just don't want.
Okay.
It's like, it's nothing bad. There is nothing bad attached to
The only reason I
That's why
feel
you
you
don't
wouldn't,
want
you,
to.
the only reason I feel you shouldn't have kids, maybe from the financial point of view, maybe like bring a kid into this world, I can't afford myself,
But Morgan, I feel like
can't bring
that's
them to suffer.
imposing your beliefs on
But-
people.
Okay, it's just
Yeah.
my opinion. It's just my opinion. I feel like
No, because you move with that mindset of children are a must-have.
It's really not a must to have kids.
By the time you can say something like the only reason you should not have children is financial.
shouldn't I must should
And let me tell you, a lot
should
of
have
people
kids.
go into
God
having
damn.
kids with that mentality of everyone
Yeah.
should have a kid. And then they just keep outsourcing parenting from the most weird sources. Do you know how important of a job kindergarten teachers have? Because the parents are not doing the groundwork for their kids.
And that's foundational years. It's
Yes.
so important.
And this kindergarten teacher has to potty train the child, teach them how to read and write, teach them how to act around their peers, because the parents just are not doing the parenting, because they're having kids to pick a box.
Okay, some parents are not good at parenting. That's true. Like someone brings a toddler into this world and they just, they just don't care, or they're just not good at it. They're busy with something else. But then, like, okay, from my point of view, you should not deny your parents grandkids. Like, you should not do that.
I'm not living my life for my parents.
Yeah, but okay, you should also have like someone. Okay,
You go have kids for your
I
parents.
personally, my goal.
Me, I don't.
My goal is 44 kids. Because I want like my bloodline. I want it so wide. I want it.
You want a whole clan.
Yeah.
So you're going
like,
to walk
just-
around and impose that belief on any woman simply because she has a uterus. It's her obligation to continue Morgan's bloodline, right?
Okay, first of my first things I get like conversation starters with a woman. Do you want kids? If she says no, like
You move to the next.
Like, that's a non-negotiable.
like not negotiable. Like this are no goes. Like you just said no. We are like I don't even know how to put
Okay, and
it.
if she says yes, what's the follow-up? Do you want 44 children?
No, the 44 children is not from one uterus. So what's that?
Okay.
That was actually my question.
I'm
So you were-
I'm Muslim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that pretty much explains everything.
It doesn't.
It really
It does
doesn't.
not.
It does.
No, it does not.
You have to have 40 kids because you're
Because
Muslim.
you're Muslim.
No, not because I'm Muslim. She was like, from one woman, I was like, no. Like,
So you want to have 4 women
Mhm, 10, 10
And each of them have 10, 10
plus another
plus
4
some,
Yeah.
some extra.
Yeah, you know, like, shall do that math there.
But now, okay, how
I
are you
already,
going
I already
to...
have a few.
Wow.
So you want to make more?
You already have a few kids around, so.
Around.
But now let me ask you, as a father, how are you going to be present and nurture each and every one of
Actually, I don't
these
like-
44
Exactly.
children?
All my kids are growing up in the same household.
And you're going to know them
Like after
personally.
reaching a certain age, for example, you're no longer breast, like 2 years, 3 years, you're no longer breastfeeding up, you move in. Like all my kids are like, you know,
I
adult.
feel like Morgan has
And-
those dreams we had in primary
And
school.
no,
That's a great idealistic view of life. And it ties into that thing of where people say,
No,
like,
let's
men
not
want
do that.
kids the way a kid wants a puppy. Like, you don't know the actual responsibility that goes
Yes.
into raising
Into
one
raising
child.
that.
But I
That's
have
around
kids.
44.
I have kids.
Okay.
No, because I feel like subconsciously you're saying you're pointing out that it's the women who look after these kids.
Yeah.
No, it's not
You
that,
won't
like,
have to do the work.
it's not the women. Like,
Because
I'm-
it's nice to have children, but not to put in the work.
I'm
to
bringing
raise
them in my household because I'm present in that household. Like I want to be a father to all of them.
You're-
I
But
want to
then
nurture-
when
I want to
while they
nurture-
were growing
I
up,
want to nurture all of them.
so you want to tell me that they get to grow up, like they are the tender, the younger age, you're getting to grow from your mom's, from where your mother is, and then they come to your home.
Yeah, they come to my house.
Okay,
And
that
so
doesn't.
You're the
sound-
person taking care of all those children.
I want my kids more than I want my women. You know, like you get. Like
You're going to take care of 44 kids as a single
I
father.
love my kids. No, of course I have nannies and people around who and that. But then there's what we call roles of a father, fatherly duties. It's not taking care of changing diapers or something like that. As if you know,
You
You see? Do you see?
Yeah,
The
I
fatherly,
think you guys are saying, like...
the fatherly duties are nurturing that, like
I'm not changing the diaper.
male children to grow up as masculine men, and female girls to grow up as
Female girl.
Wait.
to grow up as girls should be. You get what I mean?
Morgan,
As opposed to the male girls.
Morgan.
Yeah, okay, female children. Sorry. Yeah, just trying to quote me wrong.
No.
But
No, you can't yourself
Okay,
up.
no.
other female children to grow up as they should be, you know? No.
So you said you did mention earlier that there are already some kids around.
Yeah.
How is it going looking? How many are they? That you have?
No, that's very right.
Because I want to see if are you looking after already the ones that are around
Yeah,
for
of
you to
course.
say I want to look after 44 kids.
Of course.
No, are
Like
they-
the ones I have, actually you guys don't know this, but after you give birth, after you have the child, you'll find out that it's some like you don't know first at first you may fail to figure out how you're going to do all of it, how you're going to take care of the child. But as soon as the child drops and they come into this world, trust me, like it works out. I don't know how.
No, but if you
Not for
struggle
everyone.
mentally,
I
see,
know.
that's
Not for
fine.
everyone.
Yes.
If
At least for me, I'm talking according from my perspective.
yeah,
And
if you
you're still
struggle
waiting
mentally,
for
Comes
more.
out and yeah, because now I feel I have the capacity for more.
so because you give birth to a child and you're like, we'll figure it out along the way.
Yeah, like, we'll see.
That's
we
so
will see.
irresponsible. Morgan.
I mean, that was the beginning, but now, like, I know, like, I've been through that journey, and now I know everything, so I can literally.
Somebody please put
What?
a comment that I will like.
What's your belief?
I believe. Honestly, I don't know. We have been actually just laughing, and I think I've been laughing out all the beliefs that.
Oh, jeez.
But there is this thing of when like it comes to school, it comes to like your education journey, and your parents want you to do what for them they failed to do. Like when it comes to choosing the career you want, what would you like to study? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I want you to be a doctor, but I'm not good at it. I'm not, I don't know. Like, I think you should really give, like, people should really, our parents should really give,
Yeah, you have expectations.
should really give the young people a chance to do what their heart wants them to do. Like, you see, I always tell my siblings, and I'm like, if my kid comes to me and says, Mom, I don't want to continue with school, but at least tell me you're done with senior 4. I don't want to continue with school. Okay. You don't want to continue. It's okay. People will go, but we are going to sit down and I'll ask you, how far from here? Where are we going? Like, I am there to support you. I'm going to support the dream that you have, but then tell me what are the steps? Which
Like,
step
you
are
need to
we
have a
taking
plan.
first? Yes. Tell me the plan and let's move with the plan. Let's make it happen. If you don't want, if that's
And
not
if the
what you
plan
want.
has no
Oh,
pause.
mom, I want to play soccer. Yes. Where are we going to start from? From the ball, from the jersey? Where are we going to start? Which pitch are we going to? Which training? What are you seeing? Where do you see yourself? Like, I feel parents should really be there for their children. Don't impose something that maybe you didn't go through medical school. You want your kid to go and do it. That's why you get to have people who go finish medical school, bring the certificate, give it to you, and they go back
Okay, that's right.
and
But
do
then,
what they want
but then,
to
like kid,
do.
you may also want to do what you want to do, but it has a lot of loopholes. You just don't know. You're like, Mom, I want to play football, but you cannot even, like control the ball.
That's where the parent comes in.
Yeah, they come
you
in.
get to you move that journey together with your
Parent
child.
takes you to the pitch. You fail for 1 year, 2 years. You can't do anything. So like, there's no progress here.
Yes,
Go back to the foundation.
exactly. I take you back when I get to see what you have isn't really making any sense for me. We go back. You may even repeat the class.
Okay.
Because still, yeah.
I mean, that's sensible, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of parents try to live through their children, like
Yeah.
all their unlived dreams, unfulfilled desires. They impose them on their kids.
Yeah.
And it's not fair to the children. Yeah, I think we kind of jumped a bit there. We were still like getting to know each other as unmasking the hosts. And one question we didn't ask. Okay, well, there are two. One of them is who's most likely to cause chaos on the show.
Marion, well.
What? Do you know who is the person who just said that?
Thank you so much.
The only reason you said that
Let me
is
tell you,
because
we all thought you.
Yeah, in fact, everyone had one name.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's because we have different beliefs. Like you find yourself
Again.
you usually find yourself like with a similar opinion, like a similar go ahead about a certain matter. And I just don't feel the same way. I just feel like you're leaving some aspects untouched. Like
We have already had the conversations with you. We know what Morgan can do. We know the chaos.
Oh, we know you.
I'm not trying to fight it.
One word from Morgan can cause all of us to start.
I'm not trying to fight it.
Everyone is
Because it just proves you're right. So yeah.
So what is a guilty pleasure, Morgan? What is a guilty pleasure you pretend not to have?
Guilty pleasure.
You know what a guilty pleasure is?
What's a guilty pleasure?
A guilty pleasure is like something that you like or you enjoy, but on a general scale, it's not a good thing or it's not something many people like. So it's something that you hide. And oh, I like this. Could be a bad movie, could be a weird thing, like
Dating 3 men at once.
Girls, be careful. We have this man here.
Watch out.
Neo does it. The actor does it. That's what, like, he's in a
That's what he
relationship with
does.
3 women. And most men are like, jeez, bro, like, like when it comes
That's
in
that dream. Eh?
when it's like, when it comes, it's just a guilty pleasure, when it comes in, it's like,
he doesn't believe in monogamy until it's time for the women to also practice.
No, there's no side of the women. Like,
You people,
There is none. Like there is no
Morgan,
side.
when a woman does it, it's cheating.
According to who?
the Ugandan Andrew Tate, y'all. Lo and behold.
When a woman does that, that's cheating. When a man does it and you all know
But
about
who
it,
decided that?
unless it's an open relationship,
Who decided that?
unless it's just
Who?
like,
No, who decided?
it's just like that's how.
It's just like
According
that.
That's etiquette. It's just how it
According
is.
to
Auntie,
who?
who created that
According to who?
It's
etiquette?
etiquette.
According to who? Like where did it
that
come from?
etiquette?
Okay, who made? Like we all what you're trying to say is like who made the lioness give birth, not the lion. Like
No,
some things are just
that's not the
some things are just like this. No, what I'm trying to tell you is
Exactly.
some things are
It
just
was a simple question, Morgan. Who created the etiquette that women
It's
when they
nature.
Can't have
Like,
Auntie,
it's nature.
who created that
Yes.
nature? Who decided that
It's
that's how nature?
nature is like nature. It's like, oh God, that's what
You're
I'm saying.
circling around the answer, but you
That's
also
exactly
know
what I'm saying. That when a lioness gives birth, why would you ask why is it the lion that's giving birth?
You know, this is the funny thing about traditional men.
Yeah.
Traditional men always use animals as an analogy. Like, look at how a lioness goes hunting.
She said we're animals. When you talk about the chicken,
we're talking about
no, we're talking about something.
are we animals?
Don't take us to the jungle.
Okay, are we?
You are a learned individual.
Yeah.
Are we
So
not
act like
animals?
it.
Are we not animals?
You've evolved a bit more funner than
Than
an
a lion
animal
and a
in the wild.
lioness.
You're
Yeah.
more evolved than that.
Oh jeez. Anyway,
So
I'm
why
an
do you still
animal.
behave like a lion
I'm
and
an
a
animal.
lioness?
And
Okay, good.
I just have the traits of animals.
So is that your guilty pleasure?
Your guilty pleasure is wanting to date more
It's
than one
women.
woman, yeah?
Okay, that,
I see you creating broken homes. By the way, Morgan, like I really see.
Lord.
Because like with the 44 children, you're definitely not
what's a guilty pleasure?
my guilty pleasure. Because the question says, what's a guilty pleasure you pretend not to have?
Yeah.
No, I genuinely do not pretend not to have this. My guilty pleasure is I like seeing when
It's indeed guilty, guys.
No, I'm scared to say it.
it.
I'm scared to say it, but let's not take things out of proportion. There is this tweet, and I related with it so much, and it said, I won't lie, I enjoy it when men's feelings get hurt. That's my guilty pleasure.
Guys, a moment of silence.
I mean, not to say I'm a heartbreaker or anything, but when you move with a certain perspective on life and you realize a lot of the misfortunes in society are because of men, my knee-jerk reaction to seeing a man getting hurt is, I don't feel any empathy, or I don't feel sorry for you at all. Maybe if I get to know him on a personal level and I feel like he did not deserve that, but
Actually, beautiful side of it.
You don't feel bad for him, and you don't have empathy to us.
Unless I know them at, like you said, personal level. Other than that, maybe you're scrolling randomly on TikTok, you find a video where a woman was
hurt.
left stranded or stuff like that. I'm like, geez, yeah.
You like that?
Motherhood is proud of you.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So, for example, I'll give you guys this story. I really like it when men get a taste of their own medicine. So there's this story that was going on TikTok sometime.
Yeah.
This lady in her husband and her they're Nigerians and they moved to the UK and they had a life there, and I think they had 4 or 5 children, and I think they'd been married 10 years, and they had 4 kids. The oldest being I think 10 or 8, I'm not very certain, but there was some math there. So at some point, the man stands up and he tells his wife, he's like, I'm ready to leave this marriage. I'm tired. I don't love you anymore. I want to leave. I'm not happy in this marriage. And the woman is like, okay, that's fine. It's okay. I'm not going to hold you back. If you want to leave, you can leave. Fast forward to the next day, she picked up all the kids' passports. Remember, they had 4 or 5 kids. She picks up all the kids' passports and her own and packs up everything of hers and flies back to Nigeria. And she leaves him with his children, with their children. This man started to flip, he started to freak out, calling everyone left, right, center, calling her mother, calling her siblings. She left me here with the kids alone. What? And everyone is like, but you were planning on leaving her with the kids too.
Yeah.
So why? And those are your people, by the way. So why is it a problem when she leaves you with your children, but you were planning to do the same thing to her? So are you crying because she did it before you could get the chance to do it? Men go about moving they can keep causing people pain, and it's okay when they do it, but it's a problem when other people do it. So that's my guilty pleasure is I enjoy
it's a
seeing
common
men
people
get a
trait
taste of
whereby
their
people
medicine.
enjoy doing things to people yet they don't enjoy being done the same. Basically it's a general thing for most people. Someone might.
Why are you putting something as a gender?
No, you don't. It's not about men. She's like men enjoy one, but I'm like. It's
okay, but me I specified. My guilty pleasure is when men get a taste of their medicine.
Which is okay. But then I was like about the whole leaving that woman and then her leaving him. I'm like, people do it all the time. Someone might do something to you, and they don't want it to be done to them. They don't want to reciprocate. You get. So it's a general thing. It's a normal thing within people. As long as you know people, it's basically happens all the time.
So you should always be ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
But what's yours?
My guilty pleasure isn't. It's not really so big, but let me see. My guilty pleasure is I allow myself to get stressed. I allow it to pile. Yes. Like I allow it to pile and then it reaches that moment and I'm like, I need to go and cry.
Maybe you just like work well under pressure and you like that feeling. Like
Maybe.
the adrenaline
I
rush.
actually get that because no, there. I
Maybe.
think this could for me. Sorry to make this about me, but there is this thing firstborn because I'm a firstborn daughter, and there's a common trait I've noticed with firstborn daughters. We love stressful situations. Like for some reason, even subconsciously, we don't realize it, but we enjoy being under stress because it makes us feel like we're doing something. Because for a very long time, we've been made to feel like unless you're stressed or unless you're going through hardship, you're not doing life right. Personally, that's unfortunately that I was socially conditioned. Yeah. So maybe that's the same thing for you that you let things pile up and then
Yeah, I actually just leave it to pile.
I've seen people with awkward situations whereby someone's like, I saw this meme, someone's like, I'm just playing sad music to feel sad just for nothing. Like to just get into that feeling of being sad, like out of nowhere. And I'm like, geez,
yeah.
so these things happen to people. Like you're there, you know what, now you want to feel
You
sad.
want to cry.
Yeah, you want to cry. And you just
Yeah.
a feeling.
So you create a sad space for yourself. Because I think sometimes we're the creators of our own misery and we enjoy it. Yeah. So how about you, Maddie?
I don't really associate guilt with my pleasure.
You?
So
Oh my God,
I
guys.
feel guilty.
You don't feel
about
guilty
finding
about
it's
it.
pleasurable. I'm very hedonistic in that sense.
That's very sensible, actually. Yeah. Like,
Okay, wow.
you put your pleasure first. So is
There's
there
enough misery out there in the world. I mean,
for you to add on to yourself?
yeah.
So do you have any specific thing that you pleasure that gives you pleasure and most people would consider that should be a guilty pleasure, but you don't consider it a guilty pleasure?
Those like 57-part AI stories narrated by Nigerians on TikTok. Probably. People would think like you should feel guilty about that. I really like them. Yeah, 57 parts. I'll watch all of it.
It's like the current animation of Suzanne.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah,
I really, really like those
Oh my God.
You know
You know that one?
You don't know Suzanne and Agnes?
Oh my God.
Like
Even
my
if it's not on
madam
TikTok,
and
I know
and
it.
so and so
And her child pilot.
and the Askari as
That's-
well. Yeah.
And
I
Madame
think I'll check out
husband.
Suzanne after that show.
It's a
when
great
Susanna went and hired those area boys to come and beat the the boss, and I was like, okay, Suzanne.
But I think it's so interesting how entertainment has evolved. That there was a time when the TV was only television and radio, and on television it
That's all
was
we had.
yeah, was all we had, and now we have TikTok with 57-part stories and Susanna, and you just keep following these animations. Like this is so captivating and interesting. I want to see
Actually
where it
like
goes.
this small boy. What's his name? Like a school guy with a big head.
They're still talking about Susanna.
No, it's now a different. I actually follow two of them. Guys, this is crazy.
I don't know.
There is this small boy called Umukijan.
Umukijan, I know him.
Guys, Umukijan happens to be my favorite. I just like his personality.
You don't know Kijana?
No, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Please
So
don't get me wrong. I don't know my algorithm. My algorithm doesn't bring him to me, but my brothers are constantly posting content on him.
It's really just
It's
very
entertaining.
interesting.
Yeah.
He's a very stubborn kid, and the village one time, the village called him to go and meet the president on their behalf. I was like, how can you pick this stubborn boy to go and represent you to the president? And he went there and spoke other things. Shout out to you guys. Animation, people who do the animation. Shout out, guys. You just keep me locked in, and I'm like, what has Mukijana, what has Susanna done with her? Agnes and her child. It's really
and the
interesting.
boss and madame.
Yeah.
I think I find what you like really. All those 57 parts. I'll sit and watch
I'll
them.
look for them.
I'll watch it.
Even if they're not posted on that account that posted part 37.
Did you follow the Who Did I Marry? Who Did I Marry?
Of course, I looked in. even the Danish Deception.
The Danish
Yes,
Deception.
Yeah, all of
Yes.
them. All of them.
Oh god damn! What was I talking about? Oh my god!
Yeah.
I'm so lost.
This is not my brain, don't
Like actually into TikTok, like what's your TikTok algorithm? That's your
Actually,
SYP.
usually the only entertaining things I see are basically the second date update and your second update.
Yeah, I do get
stuff
that.
and music. I see music. I see it's in my music person. Like it's my safe space. So
We shall introduce it to our world.
Yeah.
yeah, you should. I think it's interesting from the look of it.
Yes, Mariam, which other hot one do you have for us?
Honestly, I okay. I don't know. Maybe this is a very Gen Z coded question, but what is something you are currently unlearning?
That's so Gen Z.
Yeah,
Right.
that is such a Gen Z thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
something you are currently unlearning, something you believed for a very long time, and now you're teaching yourself. Okay, this is not how.
I have a very unpopular opinion. I'm not ready to be judged.
That's a good precaution. I think for me,
We listen, we don't.
Trust me, judge. No one listens to the judge.
I think for me, okay, I'll start. Something I'm currently unlearning. Money isn't the answer to everything. Oh my god, no, I'm not saying no, hear me out. I know this is giving that Elon Musk tweet of like whoever said money can't buy happiness was right. But hear me out. I genuinely got into a position where I got to realize like, wow, money, I learned to value the priceless things, the intangible things. So recently I was rewatching one of my favorite movies. I was rewatching it with more attention. A movie called Dead Poets Society. I don't know if you guys have seen it. And there is that famous line, the character played by Robin Williams. I've forgotten his name. Mr. Charles something. He says something like medicine, law, engineering, business, these are all pursuits of life, right? And they keep us alive. But beauty, romance, poetry, love, these are things that we need as human beings. These are things that we survive on. And so I have a brother of mine who is actually so many brothers of mine, so many cousins and brothers, so obsessed with like the pursuit of money, like the money is what wakes them up. And I get it. We're in a capitalist society where most of us have been made to believe that money is a measure of success, or accumulating the most money is the highest measure of success. But I got to a point where I realized, like, okay, I wouldn't say I accumulated all the money I wanted or all the money I had set out to accumulate, but I got to a point where I lost something so beautiful and so deep and so real because of pursuit of money. You understand? So for me, that was when I learned, like, this, like, money is nice. It gives you a temporary high. It solves problems. It pays bills. It gives you a roof over your head. Yada yada yada. But in the long run, we are human beings. We are wired to look for human connection.
Taxi to Miami.
But would you be happy going to Miami alone and you're lonely and
Of course you can't be lonely in Miami.
oh my god,
You can be lonely
Miami is
anywhere
full of
now,
walls. How
to
can
be
you-
honest.
it's full of what?
What?
What did you say?
Again?
Miami is full of.
Wow.
We're giving you a chance to
Oh, my
rephrase.
God.
What's Miami full of?
Okay, it came out bad. anyway, anyway. Yeah.
I know it's just Miami is full of good-looking women. You know?
That's why I think it's an undertake of you.
I've just seen this 6ix9ine interview whereby Keshawn Davis, some famous basketball player, like was cheated on by their girlfriend, but okay, this is the guy you don't cheat on, eh? Like he has everything, money, he's accomplished, he's good looking, like babes, he's a model, like he does everything. And then people come out and then they're like, geez. Anyway, this is more like attacking women and
No, say it.
I want.
Mariam was waiting
I want.
for you.
I want to make the fire.
I promise.
Anyway.
I won't blow up. Just say it.
But anyway, all I'm saying, all he was trying to say is that
Women aren't everything. Well, he said the B
He's
word.
So
speechless.
since you say like money, like how do you measure success? Like since you're saying like money, it ain't about money, like how do you measure? to
What's
say-
my current measure of success?
yeah.
Or like what do
Like, how
I
do you say like can you tell that someone is successful without the money bit of it?
To be honest, personally, I'm still searching also what my definition of success is, because there was a time I thought it was money, and now I've learned, and I'm like, oh, it's not money. So I'm getting to a point of realizing what it will be or what it is for me.
Oh yeah.
But I also get that it's very easy to say things like, oh, money but doesn't buy happiness when you have the money. It's very easy to say that and disregard that there are people who money is their literal, like it would solve all their problems.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm aware of that, and I'm also aware people have different
Yeah,
circumstances. And
problems elevate. Actually, when you have money problems and you get the money, you solve those problems, but then more problems come in. Like that's life, you know. Like take a smooth journey. Like always, this thing comes in, gets solved, another one comes in, kicks in, kicks in, kicks in. Like the higher you go, the more problems according to the status you're on. You find that Elon Musk doesn't have problems of hunger, maybe transport issues, but he has maybe bigger problems than you is even just looking for something to eat.
No, I don't think the word is because that's different.
yeah,
Just
different. Yeah.
Different and then
They're
deeper.
different.
They're bigger problems. People have, like,
I wouldn't know, like it's not a competition of who has the bigger
Who has a
problem.
bigger
Yes.
problem here? It's just
Yeah.
everyone has a different problem. It
Yeah,
affects them
from
differently.
everyone. Yeah.
yeah, and actually, it also depends on your strength. You know, someone they may go through something very minor, and it triggers them. They may be to the extent of committing suicide or something, and someone goes through something even worse than that, but then they keep on pushing. So it also depends on someone's, like their heart, their grind, their beliefs, and their mindset to keep going. You get what I mean?
So what are you unlearning right now?
Uh, sh- no, mine's a very unpopular opinion. A very unpopular opinion.
Please do
You
share.
can judge.
I will with time. Right now, so I'm not sure whether I'm not sure whether I should unlearn it or like I'm literally still figuring it out. I'm in that process. So basically, I'm not yet into that place of telling you that to
Okay.
eventually come out.
Okay. For sure, it will.
Yeah.
How about you, Nancy?
I would say something that I'm unlearning is the fact that I have to be surrounded by people every time. Like, okay, I'm unlearning, but then I'm learning. I'm learning to appreciate my alone time. Like me just being alone, me just dress good and go. Go just have a moment like to yourself, go for a picnic, sit down, maybe read a book, just enjoy your own company. It's something I'm unlearning. So
Self-love.
I mean, something I'm learning.
That's
But then
nice.
what I'm unlearning is the fact that, because I always told myself, if I want to be happy, I have to be surrounded by people most of the times. So that's why I always told people one thing I don't like is being alone. But then imagine now I'm learning to actually, yes, to be alone, enjoy my small time.
Yeah.
Me being, there in my own things, listening to my old music, black and white. Yeah, just there.
Oh, like what's your favorite black and white song? Usually talk about them black and white songs. I want to try some of them.
It's not really. I even actually don't remember that song, but
Like one of the good ones.
there is the Jennifer Hudson Houston. I wanna dance with somebody.
Whitney Houston.
Oh my God, Whitney. Yes, it's one of my favorite from back in the days.
Yeah.
And I don't know, currently, I feel like currently there's some songs that are actually nice for me, but then I always just want to go back to the other days. Like, I mean, not very far, but yes, at least from 2000.
Actually, when you talk about that, I think when it comes to me, I think I don't know whether it's me, but the more I grow, like the more I get pulled backwards. Like starting to fancy what old people fancy. For example, in the music perspective, like when I was young, I was like, how could someone listen to Kandongo Come? Like, why would you like it? You know?
Mm.
But now, like I could spend hours listening to Kandongo Come, and I'm like, and when I talked to a friend about it, I was like, bro, I don't know what's happening. Like I'm growing old. Like it's pulling me backwards. They're like the same. Like okay, they're in the same situation. They're like, yeah, I'm also getting to a point whereby this new music of what and what, like it ain't my thing. You know, it can come in as a vibe, enjoy it, but you can never be in your vicinity. It's like visiting somewhere in your own free zone and you're listening to Fig Fameka or in the local setting. Fig Fameka, John Black, or like any new artists that are unknown. You always go back and listen to Fred Silver, what and what. So do any of you guys express that? Like, for example, for you on the international, maybe the national back international media, you're like, I'm not listening to the Lydia Cheese, the new Moses. Now I'm going back to the, Whitney Houston's.
Me actually, ever since I've always been like this.
Like from the beginning, or you just switched?
It didn't switch. I've always been a lover.
That's the kind of music you've been listening to.
Exactly. And if it's right now, you would even, look at the people I listen to and you would see the similarity.
So I'm looking for a perspective whereby you were on the current music, but then you got pulled back. Have you experienced that?
I think so. I've always been an old soul.
I've always been an old soul.
You too?
Even right now, I listen to Afri, listen to Pompey, listen to just chill things. I would say songs that have meaning.
But how about you? Man?
No, I'm the same as you.
Yes,
Used to be like
you're just being
really
pulled
like
back.
current stuff.
Yeah,
But now actually my favorite artists I was really listening to their newer stuff, like newer Beyonce releases, newer this. Then I started to have a deeper appreciation for their older music.
I think Nancy, for you it's more about the calm rhythms or what? Because when you say artists like Afri, who and who, they are not old artists. These are new artists.
But then they give me that same vibe.
Yeah. For you, so it means for you it ain't about the age of the songs or it's about.
I would say also just like the way how Maddie said, you listen to the Beyonces, but I would now me, I just listen to their old music. J. Cole, I listen to his older music.
So you listen
to J. Cole?
You haven't listened to his new album?
God, I listen to J. Cole.
So you haven't listened to the new album that just came?
You saw that meme whereby they said Shakespeare and J. Cole.
Yeah.
J. Cole, that is really a good drive.
If someone listens to J. Cole, I don't know, they are even. If you'll find some poetry in there.
Actually, one of my favorites is Love Yours. All-time favorite, J. Cole. Yeah.
I think my favorite lyricist in rap is Kendrick Lamar, but I also love J. Cole so much.
No, I think it's Eminem. Oh God, Eminem got hard lines. The other dude. Plus, okay, Tupac is always about cussing. He's always cussing all that.
But I like that because it's raw.
I love it. I just love it.
He was trying to pass on a message, but some people are better at expressing themselves while swearing, and I like that.
Yeah, because it's a gangster from the streets and all. It's
straight out the hood.
From the gutter. It's like it's him. He's not thinking anything. It's just him, and he just gives us the meds and all that.
What I'm unlearning?
Yeah.
I think I need to argue.
And we've seen it.
Yeah, I don't really feel I need to argue. I mean, I used to be really, like I said, I'm very passionate about my beliefs. I used to feel the need to make someone see things from my perspective.
Yeah.
But this is why I believe this and this. But now, I think I'm unlearning the need to argue. I'm now more comfortable existing with people different.
Now that you've talked about it, it's something I really like. I used like whenever I said something, I usually wanted like everyone around me to be like in the same lane,
But I feel like
everyone agree, everyone must.
But now I take a moment of silence and think about something in someone else's perspective, and I'm like,
I think and I think it's a very calming place to be when you finally make peace with that. Like, because I also used to, just like you said, you're very passionate. I am also very passionate, and we've seen it whenever I'm like up against Morgan. And sometimes I get so frustrated and I'm like, wait, I can't change.
Getting frustrated to a point where you can't even talk and like
like this guy. I'd be like, yeah, but you know what?
Like that's so much.
Yeah,
that's so much.
Yeah.
You're like,
so yeah, and I remember seeing a TikTok about it where someone said like when you're talking to someone and you realize you cannot change their beliefs or their perspectives in one conversation or in one sitting or by giving them like
and some people just can't change. Like,
yeah,
just have to live by the fact that some people just
and there's a lot you cannot change about people, so you just get to a point and make peace with it. Yeah. So I think that's very sensible. And about what Nancy said when you talked about like you don't feel the need to be around people all the time because maybe there was a time when you felt like being with people, maybe did it mean that it was that you were happy?
Yeah.
I like that because I think that's very personal. I've also sort of gotten to that point where but for me it's more like with social media and how the world views me. There was a time when I genuinely heavily considered people's validation, like how people see me is very important. And also and we've been raised in an African society, in a society that cares so much about what the people around us think. So for me, I'm still unlearning that actually. And it's a growing journey. Like some days you wake up and you're back to square one, and some days you wake up and you're actually very happy with your life and you do not care that no one is seeing it. But some days you wake up and you want the whole world to see your life because a part of you feels like it does not mean anything until people see it. Yeah. Because unfortunately, we've been told innately we seek validation. And there was a time I had a conversation like this with someone recently. There was a time I thought the whole validation seeking thing just like came with social media and with smartphones. But then we talked about it and we realized that no, it has actually always, like, as human beings, we're wired to seek validation from fellow human beings. Because if you look at the times before even technology and before phones and everything, and parents wanted, like, let me say a child is getting married in the village or in a certain town, in a certain society, and they call the whole community because it's very important that everyone sees that our child is getting married or that our child is doing this, or someone buys a car and they go with it from Kampala to the village, and it's very important that everyone sees
and
this.
from a child's perspective, you might even fail to choose a partner you like, then you choose a partner that will be appreciated by the people taking them to. Like, I feel like this person, but my family, So
I feel like more often than not, we do things because we want people to see us, and we don't even realize it sometimes. We just do it. It's so,
But I think it can come down to the concept of socialization. Human beings will naturally look to those around them for what to do. What am I supposed to do? So you may read it as validation, but sometimes you're depending on the actions of others to determine what's my next step. Like how a child really closely monitors their parent to know this is how we eat, this is how we walk, this is how we talk. Yeah. So I think it's really natural. But depending too much on it.
Yeah, when you talk like that, sometimes all the stuff we benchmark on what's been there. You want to, like follow those footsteps, or just want to go through that lane and walk with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're still watching. As I was saying, it's your host, Morgan.
We're gonna break.
Mariam, Nancy, and Maddie. And let's go in for a short breather. And as we come back, we're gonna wrap up and see what's next.
So, this is for you, Mariam. Would you rather be honest and hurt people or lie and protect them?
I'd rather be honest.
I knew the birth thing, you guys. Really?
I'd rather be honest.
Rather be honest. Yeah, I'd rather lie.
No, I'm actually honest.
I also I side with you. Okay, it's weird
just
that I'm
my nature.
siding with you.
Like, I've tried
I'll side with you.
I've tried to be honest, like in some circumstances with people, but I just find myself diverting until I.
Actually, me and Speko, I'm telling you about. But trying to tell you, but the person is not understanding. But I'm like.
But anyway, I admire people like
yes.
People are honest. People come.
No, same. And sometimes I feel like I'm not even being honest enough. Like the people out there who tell me. Because one of the reasons why I admire honesty and the truth will definitely hurt. Like that's you're not going to take that out of the truth. It will always hurt. But it gets a lot out of the way. Because you come to me, you say certain things, I'll say certain things to you, and then conversation is done, wrapped up. Like, okay, what are your intentions? What are you doing here? What do you want? In that, you also need to, because people think when you're saying some things to them, they see red. They think you're attacking them or you're an enemy. But you have to let people know, like, no, I'm just trying to be respectful and have a normal conversation and get things out of the way so that I can stop holding on to something or I can stop having hope or, So I feel like being honest gets a lot out of the way.
Yeah, man. I think being honest is one of the most certain points in my life is when I was so honest with everything. I was hurting. They could cook something, it's not sweet, I'm honest. I'm like, geez, really messed up this.
But sometimes people take it like they use honesty as an excuse to be really cruel to other people.
That's true.
Yeah, but sometimes you're just trying like to be honest, like for real, like how's the food?
Yeah.
Like,
Delivery matters though.
Thank you.
Could always say maybe next time add some more salt, but saying this food sucks, you suck.
Yeah.
You're worst cook
Or
ever.
even your choice.
Never cook
Let's
again.
be honest.
Never cook again. I'll never get that food.
But it's not like mind the choice of one.
Yeah, like delivery.
Yeah,
that delivery.
Yeah, that's why I said like
delivery.
people can look at you can be honest and someone sees red, like where are you coming from?
So you look for ways of softening that
Yeah,
blow.
you should know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
That's like you when you're being honest to someone, you should know the kind of person that they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, I think it got to a point where my friends, there was a group of friends I had become a part of, and it got to a point where they used to always ask me how, like, my opinion of their attires because they knew I did not hold back.
Honest.
Yeah. Like, I would not even.
But you lost some friends on the way.
No, I didn't.
Wouldn't,
People actually
some people
appreciate
have-
honesty.
How do you call a tondo? What does it tondo?
I don't. I fail to get the
I
English.
don't know what
We all know what Ntondo means, but we go to the English word for it.
Translation.
Someone out there, please help us.
Yeah,
Tondo.
help us.
So some people get Ntondo.
Yeah,
Some people get Ntondo. That's true.
And you just lose them from there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so would you rather have power without love or love without power, Morgan?
Wait, that's tricky.
That's such a bad question. I'm so glad you asked him for someone to say.
Would you rather have power without
Without
love?
love or love without power?
Which kind of power? Like, I'm really not getting it.
Power, like let's say state power. You have power
Of
over the
course,
state.
I have power all day, counting.
Would you rather be like the most powerful person on earth and then not have genuine
Yeah,
love?
I'd rather be feared than respected.
What?
Because fear like triggers respect. There's some people who are just respected in society, maybe because they're like, wow, the way and they respect you. But then there's some people.
But that's a whole other
Then there's some
thing.
people. who
Love,
respect-
not respect.
That's a whole other
love.
thing.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is power. Like,
Power.
You choose power.
I choose power over love. Come on,
Okay.
what's love?
Okay.
Nancy, how about you?
I'm in love with God.
I'm going to say I'm a lover girl too. I bet you choose love every day.
I would choose love today, tomorrow.
Man, you don't disappoint.
I don't think that two have to be mutually exclusive.
Yeah, but now we're playing Would You Rather. So
that thing where it's like, would you rather die or this one is like, shoot me? Like, I don't think they're mutually exclusive, so I don't have an answer. Honestly.
Yeah, but power, At least in power.
Yeah, and so would you rather speak your mind or keep the peace stance?
That would depend on what is happening.
Yeah, it really depends.
There's some
Scenarios.
some scenarios whereby I would say my mind. That reminds me, like there are times whereby I would be like at home and like because I'm the third, I have two elder siblings. So now my elder siblings would be suggesting something, but then the young ones can't say anything. So me, I'm there and I'm like, I'm going to speak my mind. I'm not going to keep quiet. Like, why do you want us to do this? Why? Just tell me why. Like I would share. But there are some moments whereby I'll just keep it.
So to let it
Yeah.
out.
Like yes, I know I want to say something. Maybe I would not say it there and then. I'd keep the peace, but then maybe I'll come back to it a bit more differently. Yes.
Also depends on the mood.
Depends on the day as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
the days when they fucked you up and someone is being there for
Mm.
just
Right?
yeah, no, it's very important to read the room.
Yeah.
It is very
Yeah.
important to read the room. But you've had that like existential question: is it better to speak or to die? Because sometimes when you keep things in and to yourself, it's like a death of a part of yourself when you're not being honest.
Yeah.
But I think honestly, I'd rather keep the peace any day. And would you rather be misunderstood or fake?
Interesting. What would you rather?
Would be fake.
I would rather be misunderstood.
Exactly.
Because I'm not around the right people.
If you're
Like the right kind of people would
you
understand.
understand,
me.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Morgan?
Me, I'm the fake person. Oh, yeah.
That's
Well,
debatable.
I feel like being fake is a lot of work.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much work.
Yeah. It's so much
After a
work.
long day of
being
faking
fake.
it, like,
Okay,
With
yeah.
friends, what it's hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
Only in the perspective of men, we can only fake some things whereby, it works in our favor. Like, if you don't fake, you won't be able to, to reach some goals. So, fakeness also has.
Yeah, there's a time for everything. Do you guys watch Love Island?
Yeah.
I do.
So remember that couple from the Love Island season of the Powerpuff Girls, Leah, Serena,
And
Janae, and how it came out that Janae's partner was faking the whole time. And he actually, she's black and he's not, and he actually doesn't like black women.
Yes.
So I don't know, you guys. I just find it so difficult to believe that someone can be in such an intimate and raw relationship with someone for that period of time and really fake everything.
Yeah, it seemed real. Like, I just think it was.
I feel like a bit of it must have been real. Like at least just
and like you have to have
just
next level
something.
psychopathy to
Yeah, like you have to be
for that
insane.
long.
You have to be an insane person.
Like no one saw any loopholes or what.
Everything was just straight. You know, like,
do you know even us who are like
I think that was,
even the viewers so like
I think that was
these
just
guys
acting. Like,
to the eye.
Guys, I
to bring in
felt
the
so
drama.
betrayed because I
To
was
bring in
like,
the
this
I
man,
felt like it had happened to me.
like Kenny really liked Janae. What do you mean he does not like black women? What are you talking about?
Like I'm in it for that clout.
Oh my god, I was shocked.
But
The tears. Remember when he used to cry?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Get this from me. It was all
This kind of fakeness.
It was all about just they just wanted to put in some more, some more.
No, but it was post season. Like the next season had already been aired.
Yeah.
They were not on season anymore.
I think.
Like genuinely, what was that? Anyway, guys, a new season of Love Island is coming in July, so stay tuned for more drama.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that whole thing.
But last season messed me up so bad. I really
Who was that?
the Hudas and Huda. I had to always mentally prepare myself. Like that chick used to stress me out. I've never disliked a human being I've never met. The way I did not like Huda. I did not like Huda. I actually almost like steered clear of Love Island completely. Like I'm not going to because they let her get away with so much. Like so much. She was so disrespectful to the black girls. It was so obvious, like the racism and everything. But they let her get away with it because it's good for TV. Do you get? And Peacock did not, at any one point, call out her bad behavior. And someone pointed out that the double standards, if a man behaved the way Huda behaved, he would have been removed off that show from like the first episode. But she was allowed to make that environment so hostile for everyone because she's a woman, number one. Women are allowed to break down on television and crash out in such embarrassing ways. Yeah. But also because it's good for TV. Capitalism will have you valuing making money more than people's mental states.
And have you ever heard of the comparison of gladiators and reality TV stars?
No.
You guys know about gladiators? You watch gladiators?
Yeah, of course I know gladiators.
Yeah, so a concept of gladiators fighting in a coliseum, as opposed and how viewers like sucked that jazz up. They love to see the blood.
Yeah.
They love to see people die. They love to
The
see the
violence.
brutality.
Mm.
So some people were drawing comparisons like that's how we treat reality television stars. We
True.
don't really see them as people.
True.
We are like spectators in a coliseum watching gladiators go at it. Because if you actually experience that behavior in real time in front of you, it would be very different
Yeah.
from if you saw it on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyway, I'm still excited for our Love Island summer.
Yes.
So we're
We
here
will
for
see
it.
this time.
I'm a little
Yeah.
place to watch. I channel and stuff.
Okay, so next question is would you rather lose fame or lose integrity?
I think I'd rather lose fame.
Famous fame. Now, if losing integrity, like, what does it leave you? Where does it leave you? You know?
How can
It's
you be
easy.
famous without
Integrity. No, but most people who are famous
No,
don't have integrity.
to become famous,
You need to
have to
lose
let go of
integrity.
integrity. Genuinely. Like you have to be willing to do a lot of things most people wouldn't do.
Yeah.
You have
And
to
to
be,
betray parts of
you have to
yourself.
be willing to suck a lemons in the next sector.
You have to begin with, you have to be willing to be in a sex tape to
Yeah.
show the world parts of
Exactly.
yourself
Okay,
that
guys, unpopular opinion. What's the big deal about a sex tape as an adult?
like what's nice about that?
No, but why should it be controversial?
Yeah, anyway, I have no phone.
Why should it be?
I think I think you know, there's this thing in pop culture, sex sells. So to see people in vulnerable situations. Now, if you go back to like the OGs, Kim Kardashian, their whole empire is built on the fact that one of their sisters had to
Sexualized.
yeah, she had to be sexualized in such a way, and a sex tape had to be leaked. Something to see her in such a vulnerable position. Why do people enjoy that? Like,
Okay, my question is why do people have such a negative reaction to it, especially adults? Because it's not like children reacting to sex tapes. It's mostly sexually active adults reacting so negatively to leaked sex tapes, which a lot of the time are out of the woman's control. And so they get all these negative comments like degrading them, calling them all sorts of derogatory names because of a leaked sex tape for something a lot of them do. So I'd like to understand that.
But so, what do you mean out of that man's control?
I think
A lot of times sex tapes are leaked
Actually-
outside of the participants' control.
Actually, listen, the participants don't leak the sex tapes.
Not all the time.
Sex sales, like if you leak a sex tape, you're going to get a blue tick.
That's a bit of a blanket statement.
Yes.
Not everyone leaks their sex tape.
yeah,
But
some
most
points
people do.
actually.
Actually, most, like you said, sex sells and people know that. And
Yeah, that's
Okay.
one side
and
of
they're
it.
willing to trigger they're willing to trigger that move to get into that market, to get that publicity, to get that fame. People are willing to do
but
that.
to answer Maddie's question, I think one of the reasons why sexually active adults watch a sex tape and they flip out over it and they freak out and they heavily judge the woman is, first of all, I think it goes back to that whole we're in a very Puritan society where we've been taught to be ashamed, to associate sex with shame and guilt, right? And we've also been told it should be hidden and covered. And you find that affects us so much to the point that even when we are in covered spaces, we are still very ashamed to even mention that, like, oh, like sex, you know, it's a very taboo subject, right? So number one, I think because we've been told it should be hidden, people overly react like that. Because I remember seeing this meme that said something like, you guys judge people that do things in public for the things you do in private, and everyone was like, okay, but why are they doing them in public? Like, why are they doing them in private like us? And I was like, that's actually valid. So I think that's the same logic when it comes to judging people with sex tips. And then the whole judging women more harshly, we've seen it time and time again. It's always the women who are expected to be morally upright because we exist in case you didn't know, we exist in a patriarchal society that expects certain behaviors of women that they do not hold the men those standards.
Yeah, but from the gains, women don't gain a lot, like from sex tapes.
No, but I think you're limiting a sex tape to that
there's one
oh,
particular
I'm a socialite and I want to be popular.
Yeah.
No. Do you know any male that has become popular because of sex tapes?
There's that famous.
I'm not talking about porn stars.
Okay, fine.
I'm talking about this girl in what's she called? Singer and girl. Okay.
I feel like I know who you're talking about. The chick with big, who's curvy and everything.
Yeah, what's her name?
I don't want to say her name because I don't want to
name.
Oh,
yeah, I don't want to say her name because
all I'm ready to say is women gain more, and and what they gain is good.
Have you ever heard of
I'm talking
revenge
about
porn?
what?
Have you ever heard of revenge porn?
Revenge porn. No, not.
So
Whereby someone.
basically, revenge porn is I'm in a relationship with someone or I'm dealing with someone, and it usually affects women.
Oh,
And during our personal time,
yeah, I get what you mean.
we recorded what we're doing.
Yeah,
Without
On
her
our
consent.
personal private
Yeah.
time, we both agreed we're going to record. But now, or maybe someone was sharing intimate photos of themselves with their partner. And now we break up, and as a way to get back at me, you decide to
Share them with the world.
How do you think that's going to benefit me as a private
How does that
citizen who is not
benefit me?
chasing fame?
So you're telling me women have gotten brand deals?
If you're not chasing fame will find you.
What if
Because-
that's not what I want? I don't want to be a socialite. I don't want to be an influencer. I want to have a good normal job working as a lawyer in a law firm.
Fame is a good thing. Like, regardless of what you want.
But I don't want it.
It's a
That's
good
not
thing.
what I
Like,
want.
it comes with advantages.
So why are you imposing
But there
that
are
I
people who
want?
don't want fame.
Yeah?
People
He
just
has
want
said
to
you
live
must have
a
it.
normal life.
I'm not saying you must have it, but what I'm saying, like, it has bigger advantages.
You're saying like take the win, eh?
They just take away and go with it.
Like, in a controversial
it's
world,
like-
controversial world.
Okay,
Morgan,
life has
Morgan.
given you
If
lemon.
you're not willing to play dirty, you're not going.
Okay.
You have to play dirty sometime, and people have to almost.
So are you willing to release a sex tape of yourself to
For
get
fame.
fame?
For fame, for clout, like
Now, wow.
that people
Come
can
on.
do.
Like I said, women gain more, but
I feel like Morgan, I
Morgan has a lot.
Actually,
you know, whenever I
Okay.
meet people think like Morgan,
Okay.
it's actually crazy that we're in the same space. I never entertain people who think like this.
okay,
Because for you to say women gain more,
from a
It's
sex
such a-
tape,
that's
from
what
a
I'm
sex
saying.
tape, when you've leaked my private content, I
Mhm,
didn't give you the
yeah,
permission to do so.
Exactly.
I'm just a normal person who was in a relationship with someone who
I-
decided
I-
to do that.
I know you're getting designer brands to do adverts from.
Morgan, give me one woman who got designer brands because of a sex tape.
Oh, dear. You said you don't mention names.
No, actually, okay, fine. Not
No,
Ugandan.
no, like we don't mention.
Those things
Just-
have the capacity
I'll
to
send you off
fully
cam-
ruin
I'll
someone's
send you off
life,
camera.
destroy their mental health, and lead them to
Mhm.
things like taking drastic
Their
measures like
social lives.
suicide.
Mhm.
You're actually focusing on a very small percentage of people who you think
Yes.
benefit from it. But there are a lot of people who
But you're the same
don't.
person who say it. You don't see that big deal.
Yeah, I don't see that big deal for
Yeah.
me personally. I don't see that big deal of the
Yeah.
controversy.
And
But
I-
I know
and
that
I-
I know the society that I exist in, it's controversial.
And I'm also with you. I'm like, I don't see that big deal. But then you're making it a big deal. You're like,
No,
what?
no,
It
no,
is a
because
big
it's a big
deal.
deal in the society I
Yeah.
exist in. But as an individual, I don't see that
That's a
big deal.
deal.
in
I
the
also don't see
society.
that big deal. That's why I'm free with. That's why I talk. I'm speaking also, and I'm like, I'm free. I'm like, geez, it's a sex tape.
That's
Yeah.
not how everyone will see it, unfortunately. And people lose a lot from those sorts of situations
People are ostracized.
by their society because of sex tapes.
As they say.
Do better, Morgan. Do better.
As I was saying, fuck sex tapes.
Okay, can we play who's most likely to?
Yeah.
Okay, so who is most likely to go viral for the wrong reason?
Probably. Can't.
Yeah.
Still more.
For the wrong reason.
Yeah.
I'll go for the right reasons. Like,
Like, what's
No,
the
Yeah, that
reason?
would be.
For me, I feel like Morgan would
Sex
go
tape.
viral. No. Not a sex tape.
That's one way to go viral. That's one way to go viral.
You'd go viral for sex. What are you offering that people have not seen?
She's like, what's the wrong reason? Like, yeah.
A
Like,
sex
what's
tape is
the
a
wrong
wrong
reason?
Is a sex tape the wrong reason?
I think
Yeah.
it should fall into that category.
Yeah.
Of wrong reason.
But what else can you put there than sex tape? Like, go.
Like saying some jazz that can get you
Yeah,
cancelled.
saying something so controversial.
I feel like you would go viral for that because a lot of people in the Ugandan society would agree with you. In a
Yeah, would be.
Yeah, they'd be like, yeah,
like,
we agree. Yes.
And I'm a little bit into that politics world, so I'll literally go for that and maybe mismatch.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Come on.
The question is, would the guest fall in love with you also? Okay, who's most likely to fall in love with a guest?
The never
Guess-
girl.
guess-
Sure.
oh.
I'm a never girl. So,
Oh, with a guest.
you know?
With a guest now. What do you tell me? I've just
That's
fallen
tough.
Of course, you have standards.
right there.
Let's just say now, you have standards and you have things like trigger you or something like that. You know, like everyone does.
Which
You have-
makes me,
you have
which
green
it brings me to
flags.
the question: do you guys believe in love at first sight?
Nah.
I think it's going to be love. I think it'll be
I-
some
it-
other
let's-
option.
Yeah.
Love.
At least for me, I would
Not
prefer
even me
it's
last.
love.
I don't think.
It's
I
not
I
in love.
can.
Yeah, no, I get
I
that.
think that's
I
somebody
get
like
that.
I know.
Oh, at first sight.
Like to really love
Actually,
someone, I'd have to get to.
Speaking on behalf of all men, it's last. Like say woman,
On
she's
first
capable,
sight, eh?
Yeah, first sight is last.
she's hot.
So it's not
After
love.
that's the reason I
Hmm.
meant. She's hot. I mean, when you go into that direction, of course, one thing.
Mm. I think we're in a time when the word love is so loosely used. Like people use it. People throw around the word love these days. It's so crazy.
But what if that's how I feel? Like in that moment. Like in that moment I feel like I am.
You do anything and
Love
everything.
me out.
But then the next day like I told my man.
I don't think that's love.
That's maybe a trigger or something. Right?
Yeah.
And if you have any other intentions, then we can describe it more.
Yeah. Excitement.
Yeah,
Because
excitement.
I feel like love is intentional.
Yeah,
You choose someone every day.
exactly.
Yeah. So
Have you had people? Love is intentional.
who is most likely to start beef online?
It's
Oh.
it's one of the two of you.
We already know.
Yeah, probably.
Mariam. Like you okay. Let me bring the scenario. You're on Twitter and Mariam comes across maybe like some statement from someone that trust me, she's going to reply. She's going to say she will write a whole paragraph and then
Oh, Morgan. Ononya Mwebigambo. I'm really not that type of person.
no, I feel you could have you would have told it back.
I used to be that like that. Like it came with that thing of like I need to change how this person thinks. Then I'm like, bro, you're trying to change a stranger's mind on Twitter. How do you expect to do that? No, I feel like it's you. You're
On
very
Twitter.
vocal. Who's most likely to? I don't know. I feel like we're all this. Who is most likely to cry off camera?
I feel like you always we have
Right.
never unless you cried in 2019 for some reason.
Would you cry on camera or off camera?
Anyway, I wouldn't cry anyway. Cry, I wouldn't cry. Like,
Okay, Nancy.
cry is not part of my life.
Okay.
Not off camera, but even very far from the camera.
Mm.
Yeah, but it would be just they told you when I just pile up my stress or something like that.
A lot of emotions
It would
when you tear out.
drive to that. On camera, guys. You need to keep the steez.
Exactly.
I know.
It's
Showing
like
How
the
many
steez.
aura points would you lose?
I
Right?
know.
One episode and just break down and say,
Like unless you're trying to bring in the views, why are you showing the world such a vulnerable side of
Oh
you?
my god.
That you just can't hold it back,
What would lead you to cry on camera?
That's a much better question,
Yeah,
actually.
what would you cry on camera? Like, for example, I asked you a sensitive question, and then maybe all the memories run back, remember that moment, and you just break down and you just can't help it.
That's fair.
It happens to most of us,
It does. Can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
Really. But just, I don't know. I'd make sure it's it.
Nothing
Like,
as-
try to avoid the situation.
Yeah,
Or if
nothing
like
is
someone
nothing's as hard as
shares
those
their
memories,
story, something like that.
Nothing's as hard as that, sharing your story and then you reach that point and you really remember and you're like, and you just break down.
I really
Even
try
before
to
you notice it.
avoid situations where I have to be vulnerable around
Same.
people.
Yeah. The only reason you avoid is because you have control over it when it comes.
Mm.
It just happens. It just falls onto you.
Mm.
So,
Who of us is most likely to be the villain of the show? Imagine if there's like a reality show and who's the most disliked character?
I think that should really depend on the situation. Because there could come a day
Mm.
where we're discussing a topic and you are the one
Exactly, yeah.
person.
who's on that?
Yeah, who is on the other side? So that day you're the villain of that day.
Yeah, you're
like
vi-
in Spider-Man,
and
villain of
actually,
the week.
It might happen when you're on that side and you're the villain too, because we are 4 people. We can literally have the same mindset about something because we are very few. So it might happen whereby Mariam, she's an extreme hand, like she has her view and we all have a different opinion. But when you go to the audience, most of them are sympathizing with her. And for us, we are like the villains,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That can happen.
So it's just like it can be anyone on any day. Really.
Yeah. But I think for today it's the person on my left.
I agree.
I'm a person with my rights.
But today, I think it's
Yeah, it's love.
the only gentleman in the room.
Do you feel attacked all the
No,
time?
I don't. I have a smoke.
Eh?
Anyway.
Like, I don't want to
Like you can handle it.
I don't want this.
I want problems always.
Actually, but sometimes, okay, I hate this, but sometimes I just find myself like going to the other side just because I have this belief, but I have to drop that belief because everyone is into that belief, and I feel I need to.
You like playing devil's advocate.
No, I figured.
Sometimes it happens.
I figured because it's
Not all the time, like a few times, not all the time. Most of the time, I started with business. I started my wife. And sometimes I can come out and I'm like, the other part, I was just trying to, trying to
rile up everyone.
Yeah, to make all your adrenaline go higher low, but
That's all.
that's your situations. But most of the time,
all the time.
most of the time, I mean business. When I say this is this, that's what I believe in, and that's what I mean. It's like,
So okay, who is most likely to become the fan favorite?
money. Like, look at Mandy. She's like, she's just.
I'd
Yeah.
say nice.
I would also say Nance. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Nice.
fan's favorite?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it has happened now twice that I'm siding with him.
Yeah,
But only for today.
Yeah, but so you're planning other things.
I still think it would also be Maddie. But anyway, it's there. I would so much love.
Actually, why Mandy would be a fan favorite? She can come out with a very unpopular opinion, but then I don't know, does she in the blue? Does she? That's the way she.
I told you, delivery is everything.
She says it in the calmest
The
way.
conversation, and even someone who has been questioning them, so that maybe some people like that. So yeah,
It all comes down to delivery, guys.
yeah.
So
I think you have the best delivery. Me when Mariam is delivering.
it's true. It's this.
Guys, this too.
I don't know. Spreading it. Like,
From there
Oh
on.
God! Oh jeez. I was saying that.
Wait, well, when I'm delivering, no, finish.
Mariam is too loud. When Matt is delivering, Mariam will eat you up alive. Jesus.
That's why I said it would be one of the two of you who would be the villain. So it would just depend on the conversation you're having.
And I think we are good. The kids still debate. Do you like?
Yeah.
Proposals.
Like we even used to
Girls are better than boys.
to do conferences for debates. Like when this schools come, you don't think still happen in
Of
schools? I doubt.
course.
They
That's
do
what
happen.
made primary school.
Actually,
Oh
when
my god.
really they debate.
Yeah,
Of course,
That was
of
like
course.
stuff ended.
It's very necessary. Girls are better than boys. Opposers
Yeah,
proposals.
girls are
Wait, what
village
kind of
life
better than-
is better than town life.
Yeah, that kind
That was the
of
best one.
This school is better than wedding.
There is one that was
Bring
always
them back.
technology. Technology is what? Technology is the root cause of evil. That was.
Technology has done more harm than good.
Proposals.
Yes.
Village life is better than town life.
And then you hear someone give their points. Man.
But if you sat through those debates right now, like I now just laugh the whole thing.
The only good thing about village life is village inside become a town life.
Okay.
You come and see my friend. You're like, wow, I've never seen something like this before. Maybe you go to Dubai, like check yourself at Dubai, and maybe you've just landed on
It's
back.
like, wow.
Khalifa, you're like, wow, you can't even see that top, you're like, wow.
What's that?
You can only get that feeling once, and if you've grown up in Dubai, you can never get that feeling.
Oh, when you go to Miami.
Yeah, maybe you've gone to Miami, you know?
You when you go to Miami, you.
And when you go,
And you see
and
the-
you're like, wow.
Wow.
Beaches.
Oh my god, she's
Say
just
you
so
see chubby babes
crazy.
on beaches.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's one. Okay, that was my best point ever. Like, graduated the top point.
On the next side. The other side of village
On
life.
village life, yeah.
Mariam, what side would you be on? Village life is better than town life.
Me, I prefer village life.
Man, okay, I never my life at work. When that debate, like that was my standpoint. You know, like you can only get that feeling once. And if you're going in Kampala, you can't be surprised about seeing any skyscraper. But from the other end, please. And those things happen. I think you guys.
Yeah, they
do
And someone
actually.
really, and someone really is like, give me a minute. I need to see this.
Because even someone from Kampala, they'll go to somewhere else.
Exactly. That's
Like
I gave
Shanghai, you'd be like, what?
Have you seen Singapore?
Like, is this
Oh,
possible?
jeez.
And everyone would. There is always something that
will
bring
blow
that
someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
they're going to good thing. It's called man. How do you call man in English?
The way.
please tell us
Yeah,
what's Malo.
Tondo,
Tondo, Malo.
Mm.
Yes.
I said that ziggy.
What?
Yeah.
No, what about this thing of Toliwa Chitalonga Wolo? So how do you say it in
Very much.
You're not as bad as you
Not as
think you are.
I don't even know. Whatever. Anyway, it's as I was saying, life is better than town life. What you think? Anyway, that was just a bystander. So, as we come to the end of the show, as we wrap up, thank you all for tuning in. It's been, as I was saying, and it's been your lovely host with you, Morgan.
Mariam.
Nancy.
I did stuff. When the 3 is called, triple threat. When it's 4 is called,
quadruple threat?
Quadruple.
One of your wives will give birth to 4. You want
What's quadruple?
Quadruple.
It's 4 people.
Yeah.
4 people. Quadruple.
But yes, it's your amazing 4, and we are going to just close our show. The first show, please make sure that you get to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on all our social media handles, and please get to engage with us. Tell us, you've been hearing the questions, you've been hearing our answers. You can get to, spark the conversations with us. But until next time.
Side out.